offer you for a fucking fee. Don't worry. I had to do that. I've been holding it back, and every week, if you not notice, Kiki used I'll be hitting the screen like,
I'll be like,
and she'd be like, no, we're not gonna do that, no. And today I couldn't hold it no more.
I respect that.
Fuck them. But no, because I'm black man. I said that about white people is wrong. Later for that, we're not gonna get into that.
But 20 motherfuckers can resign from the police department because they got a black manager and it don't even make the news. How about that?
Pause. I got something better for y'all. Hold on. You're right. But hold on. I got something better than them. You see, they don't pay attention to the news, but I do. And there was a lady that worked for fucking Southwest Airlines, I believe it was.
It was.
Hold on. And she was fired.
She was.
Because of something she did on her personal time. Mm-hmm. And she sued. And won.
Yep.
Washington Gas, pay very good attention. Because I'm going to sue. And I got nothing but time, bitches. I got a new job. You know what I mean? My boss is right over there. Damn. I can't. Uh-huh.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I work for my nigga. I work for the bodega. I change out the stale bread and make sure you niggas get fresh bread.
Powder cocaine.
Shit.
Powder cocaine.
Before he was doing it, all he was doing was just scrabbling out the date and put a new date up there, nigga. I sent the old bread back. Y'all should be happy. You know what I mean? But yes, you know what I mean? Shout out to black people. You know what I mean? Well, he's not 100% black. He's Spanish. He's just Spanish. But shout out to my niggas that made sure that I'm going to be good and hold it down until then. You know what I mean? Fuck y'all. I know what y'all doing. Washing the gas, you right. But they don't want negative publicity. They then fuck with the wrong nigga for that shit.
They didn't think that one out.
Okay. So, moving along. You know what I mean? Children's.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch,
we got questions for the young adults. And there's a variety of ages up there.
Yes.
You know what I mean? There's a pregnant mommy to be that has a baby in there. You know what I mean? She's about to come out. Then we have old London over there. That's my militant. That's my London. There they go. Yep. And then we got baby Jiggly.
Yes. And Deja, you 20? And she's 20.
Baby Jiggly.
And she's 20.
She's 20.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Then we have
Logan.
We have Logan.
She's 14.
We have Logan. She's 14. Then we have Nikayla. My Kayla.
She's 15.
Face. Kayla Face is 15. And then we have my son in the back.
AJ.
Nigga got a voice like that. Sometimes I got to check in the house because when the nigga talk, yes, your nephew, when he talk, I got to remember. Wait, no. Is there another nigga in my house?
Check that Bama hands out. Check that Bama hands out.
Nah, stop doing that shit.
Sorry.
Y'all don't check his hands out.
Sorry.
What?
Say it, Bri.
What am I being a hypocrite about? Damn it. He's a man-child.
He got hands. He got baby monkey paws. T-Mac, the baby got baby monkey paws.
Yo, T-Mac got a dance back there. Wait a minute. T-Mac got a dance about the baby monkey paws. Okay.
So what we did, beginning of the week, we did a thing. On Monday, we had the kids come in, and we didn't grill them, but we allowed them a free space to speak on issues that plague us in 2022. A lot of things that adults don't understand, that kids understand. We try to bridge the gap between that. We're going to continue to do that today. We're going to have we got a list of stuff that we never got to, but we're going to start out with some of the same things. Yes, sir. Got you.
Okay.
We're gonna start
I like that because this way I can talk about it.
We're going to start out with some of the same questions in the beginning just to kind of get people's comfort level going, because some of the things that we spoke about, a lot of the older kids were not there, and some people felt some way about that they weren't there and wanted to answer. So we're going to start out with the almighty question.
I'm going to start in this is some real shit because, we talked about we're going to have to go back on some shit because we have different age groups, and I wouldn't fucking. Here comes Will Funk with his cool ass. Look at this. Will Funk with his cool ass.
From the cookout.
Look, Will Funk. He got the white shoes. Nigga, Will, look, that's a cold motherfucker right there. Okay, so I want to get some of these opinions because we asked the younger ones, and they gave outstanding responses. You know what I mean, towards the LGBTQ alphabet people.
Yes.
But I want it from London because I got to go to London.
So we got a list of questions.
Nah, you know what? Well, I can go to Brittany
Because
because
Logan
because
and
I
Karen
said
will
some
be
things on the show that I could hear London sitting back like Tone. I said some things, and I know London has her opinions, and I would like to hear it.
And let me say this too. This is a safe space for you all. The parents understand that you will be answering to the best of your honesty. They will not hold these answers against you or your questions against you. So understand that that's why you are here. So just be honest. And if something that we ask you is beyond your comfort level, just say pass. Peace, brother. Be safe.
All right, so we're gonna get to some other things, but I think the first thing I want to jump off with is drugs.
Drugs.
Because that's a big thing between young people. You know, pills. They popping pills now.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They're doing all kind of shit. I mean, weed and whatever. Okay.
So let me ask the question. So because in our time, and I'm in my 40s, we didn't do hard drugs. We didn't pop pills. Some people did, but pop pills was not perks and Xannies and all that stuff was not a thing. But I see now that's in all the songs. That's in all of and that's a regular everyday drug. So I want to ask the kids from 14 up to 30, where does that fall in your world, and what's your experience with that? So whoever got the mic, feel free to speak. Whoever's comfortable. Somebody. Come on, Day. There you go. Come on, Scorpio.
Big Scorpio. Okay. So me personally, I don't have any experience with that.
Okay.
I don't be around people who pop pills or anything like that. The most that I've experienced was weed.
Okay.
And yeah, I personally wouldn't surround myself by anybody who pop pills. I know somebody, but that's like I've distanced myself from them because they be around those type of people.
What about weed? What about marijuana? You know what I mean? I understand marijuana. Everybody feels like marijuana is blah, but they say it's the gateway to other shit because eventually you need something strong.
I don't think so. I feel like it's about the person. Like me personally, it wasn't for me. So I yeah. But I think if you do it constantly and it's just not giving you the high no more, then yeah, of course you're gonna find something else.
So why did you try it? Why did you try it? Like, because did you have an interest in it, or it was just like, why not?
Probably like a why not type thing. It was just, but I think I would have rather like tried it and then not liked it than to, still been curious about it.
Some of you older kids or kids, some of you young adults, have you indulged and tried to see, just out of curiosity?
I'm going to answer your first question first.
Okay.
In regards to drugs and everything else, because of the fact that like I am in a nerd community where like everybody is trying to find themselves. I will say back during the time that I met my boyfriend, we went to a party at Castlecon at the National Harbor, and they were like it was a lot of white kids, and they was in the bathroom, and they was like snorting coke, and we were like, whoa.
Oh, wow.
Right.
They were like hardcore, like,
on the toilet seat,
nothing
like,
better than, they were going off with it. And we were like, what are y'all doing? Like, up until this day, you got like people who are in the cosplay community. Like I said, I'm a cosplayer. I'm an anime blurred. Like, I do what I do. But I see other people, like, they be in there wilding. If you look at like alternative, like black folk too, they will take their pills. They will take their stuff. I will say all my black friends have survived and they are still here and living. But that's all I'm going to say on that. They're just like, look, I tried it once. I ain't really like it. And I'm done with it. So
feel that pressure? Did you feel the pressure?
I didn't feel the pressure of that because
you're in the cosplay community and you understand that the people that you probably look up to that do more content than you, did you ever correlate that with?
No. I thought it was super white. I thought it was the whitest, y'all can point the camera on me because I'm extra who I am. I was like, y'all are so white. Y'all like snorting coke in the bathroom. Like, me and my friend Tiana, and I will name drop her because we both are like, no, we don't do that. Me and my friend Tiana walked past. He was like, are they snorting coke in the bathroom? Like, what are they doing? With our Angry Orchards, like, walking past. Like, we didn't do anything bigly wild like that.
Okay.
So for me, I was just like, I mean, I know myself. Like, I didn't stoop to a point of like my mental health where I'm like, I gotta find something that make me feel alive again. Thank God. I pray to God every day. Like, I never stoop to that level. Like, also, I'm black. I'm like, I don't want my skin to get messed up because of drugs. Like, I'm terrified. I no. So I think it's just a matter of like who you hang around and like the level of like your mental health. Like, if you get to a point where you don't feel anything and you have to go to that next extreme, you do that. And like I do pray for those people. I do feel bad because they have to hit their lowest of lows, and sometimes people don't get from their lowest of lows when they do experience their drugs and like things like that make them feel alive again.
Okay.
But I have seen it and I have experienced it, and like in the nerd community, they do ecstasy and like all the other stuff. They be in the raves like going off. I'm like, oh God, I can't do that. That's scary. I drink. So
Come on, Brit.
Because you older.
You older.
You survived the go-go era. The clubs.
Still go.
Surprisingly, in the go-go, I didn't see nothing like that. I don't know if they was doing it before they got there or what. I always heard about ecstasy. I always heard about Molly. That was like big. And I was talking to one guy who did it in front of me, and I didn't know what it was, like a sweet tart. I was like, oh, I didn't try it. Okay. We got in the club. He got extra weird. I never talked to him again. The point is that I don't really see anything like that. I don't surround myself with anything like that. And it definitely never came off as something that I would be interested in doing. To answer the other question, though, I don't feel like weed is a gateway drug. I feel like peer pressure is a gateway drug.
Okay.
When you're around others that are, when you're smoking weed and others are doing whatever they're doing and you're looking and watching what they're doing, you may then want to engage to continue to stay cool because now they've gone to a different level. So I feel like peer pressure is more of the gateway drug versus the actual whatever it is you're engaging in. Of course, we all know weed gets used for many different reasons, and a lot of the times now it's more for mental health. It's more for keeping your emotions in check.
Medicinal.
Mental health?
Medicinal.
Level.
Yeah, medicinal.
It's more medicinal use than it is just abusing it. So I don't feel that then, turns into a gateway to other things. But pill popping and things like that can also come from pain management. I've heard of and seen that.
Yes.
People go to the hospital and get whatever they got to get for that pain, and now they're excited on that. So that I've heard of. But
okay, well, let me let the 14th and 15th.
Because I want to get to these youngers.
Come on,
youngins.
Logan.
Oh, Logan.
Did you understand the question? Okay.
So, me personally, no, I haven't tried drugs, and I'm pretty sure I won't. But I know a lot of people that does drugs for quote-unquote fun and because they're trying to be like other people.
Kids your age?
Mm-hmm. And younger. 10. Yes, 10.
No. Go ahead. She gave him the whole look like, the fuck?
She did.
Go ahead.
Yeah, like I know a lot of people that does drugs. I have plenty of friends that do it, and it's just like, why? And they'll just tell me like they don't even be having like a good enough reason. They'll just be like, "Oh, it's fun. You should try." No.
Where do kids get drugs from? I'm sorry.
Drug dealers these days will deal to kids. It's a thing. They do it. They don't care because apparently they're not gonna get caught. Little do you know, yes you will. And like these kids are messing up their lives before they even got the chance to live it, which is kind of making me kind of confused. Like,
right.
Like what are you doing with like you didn't even live your life. Like you're still young and you're already trying to do drugs because you think it's fun and it's cool and it's gonna help you fit in. No, it's not gonna help you fit in. You're being stupid about it.
So let me ask you, what keeps you from being stupid about it? Nice. She's pointing to her mama and daddy.
Oh, mama
nice.
and daddy.
Nice.
Them too.
So.
And me personally, I just feel like it's what do you get out of it? What do you getting high, getting drunk? It's not cute. So me personally, no. Even if my parents were the type of parents who would be like, "Oh, I don't care." No, I'm not gonna ruin my life. I don't even know. Like drinking and smoking, it's not cute. It's ugly. You're being dumb and you're being stupid about it. You're ruining your life before you even got the chance to live it. Like you don't even know. You over here focusing on drugs and you don't even know what you want to be when you get older. You have nothing to do with your life. Wow. Have nothing to do with your life, which is like, what are you doing? Like, what, like, how? Like, what made you want to get into this? My friends were trying it. You know, they said it was good and stuff like that. All right. Do you? But don't come to me when you ruin your life, because I'm not ready to be a therapist. No. Because I told you before. You know what? You're over here doing drugs, and you should be focusing on what you want to do when you get older. No. Okay. Do you?
You know what gives me hope?
Kayla?
You know what gives me... I'm going to get to Kayla. You know what gives me hope?
What's that?
Is that you have the young minds like that. Yes, when I get older, I need more young minds like that that's going to make sure that we okay.
Nice.
You feel me?
Nice.
I need young minds like that. Kayla, come
on, Kayla.
Kayla. So now...
You understand the question?
You understand the question?
Can you repeat the question?
What are your ideas on drugs, and do you have the experience of your friends that do it? Like weed, popping pills, because we didn't do that stuff growing up, but now it's like every day for nothing.
For me personally, I've never done drugs, and it's not really been an interest I've wanted to do. It just doesn't seem like something I want to do. But I do have friends who do drugs. Some of them just do weed. Some of them do pills. Some have even snort cocaine. I don't ask where they get it. I don't ask questions.
How old? Your age?
Some older, some younger. I think the youngest.
Snorted cocaine? I'm 40.
The youngest I've known was like 11, 12.
What?
And
she's 14, 15. She's 15, sorry. That hurts. Her friends.
People she know. People, it may not be your friends. Let's people she know. Is that what you're saying? People you know? Okay.
People I know do drugs, okay? And like it's just never been interesting.
You ever witnessed them doing the drug?
I have.
Oh, baby.
No, it's okay.
But like, I do feel bad for some of them because some of them, the only reason they ever gotten into drugs because of a friend of theirs kind of peer pressured them into doing it, and then they just got addicted. So I do feel bad for some of them. But like for me, it's just like drugs were never my thing. I just care about my future, and I don't want to have drugs to worry about.
What's up?
Okay, so
AJ.
So before I get to AJ,
okay,
back to Kayla. You know what I mean? I mean, me and you, we have graphic conversations. Okay. We do. You know what I mean? Because like I've said on the show, and I'm gonna say it here, the world is not gonna cater to your kids because that's your child, and they're gonna cater to you want to have that graphic conversation and give it to them like the world is gonna give it to them. So I don't hold no cut cards. I don't hide anything from them. We talk about it, and you know we do. Mm-hmm. How does that make you feel being around your friends that are getting high? Do you look at that individual differently? Or do you try to be like, yo, do you try to school them? You know what I mean?
It's like I've tried to like help them, but like some of them, they just don't want it. So like I kind of like, I'm not as close with the people who do drugs. I kind of try to like distance myself from them so I don't fall down the same path they've gone down. So I kind of like try to distance myself from it.
So let me ask you this, and this is for each of you. The kids that do the drugs, is that a result of an issue or a problem, or just cause? Or do you...
It depends on the kid. Some of them have done it because of peer pressure. Some have done it because of just the natural curiosity of what it'd be like. And the more your parents just tell you no and don't give you a reason why, it's just gave them another reason to want to do it. And some of them just do it for fun. Okay. Some of them done it for stress.
Okay. Can you pass it back to AJ?
Boy.
The 15-year-old.
So hold on. Nah. He knows. I don't never call him by his name. His name is what? What's your name?
Boy.
Boy. That's the boy. He's been like that from when he's a kid. Yeah, that's a boy. That's the boy. All right, so the same question goes to you. Do you understand the question? Okay, come on.
Me, personally, I would never do it because I know my parents. And that man right there will not let me live a day. But I do know some people that do it. I have witnessed someone do it right in front of my face. Me, I would never, because I want to have a future. I don't want to mess up my life.
Right.
And it's like as soon as you do that, it's like you're gonna get addicted to it. It's like it's gonna keep wanting to do it. And plus, you get caught with it. It's like that's your life right there. Like
do any of you feel like weed is the gateway drug? And gateway meaning that doing this now will lead to you wanting cocaine,
something
heroin,
stronger, because maybe it gets to a point where it gets to a point where this isn't strong
not enough
anymore.
I don't think so. I feel like she said, the gateway is really peer pressure, and this is coming from somebody who once has indulged. I believe that it's about the peer pressure. Like, I've had friends who were like, "Oh yeah, smoke this J with me," and I'm just like, "Nah," like, because I don't want to. But then I have other friends who, if I smoke, they don't want to. But it's just always been an understanding. We understand each other. Or,
nice.
But it's never been like, like, you have to do this because I'm doing this. Or if you don't want to, it's like pretty much understanding and we're good. Or if I have a friend who drinks, or we always look out for each other. So if one of us is indulging, the other one, we cooling. We always want to make sure each other's okay. But I also feel like I had those parents that are very understanding, are very open to me being curious, who help me expand my curiosity or explore my curiosity, excuse me. And like, I was like comfortable with my mother, comfortable with my father when I was in those curious moments. Hey, I'm doing this, or but I was always very cautious about it. I would never do it out in public, or I'm always in the house if I'm trying something, if I'm doing something. I'm always in a comfortable space just so I'm not looking crazy or nothing happens to me and nobody's there for me type thing.
So let me ask, just so we clear, weed is a drug, right? Mm-hmm. It's still a drug. What about alcohol? Beer, wine, liquor?
Whoa! Stop! Stop!
Is alcohol?
Look! Is alcohol? Pause, nigga. They said beer.
Whoa! Is alcohol a drug?
I'm gonna answer your previous question. So for me, throughout college, I never smoked in the ganja, mom. However, when I did like get out of college, I do have a cartridge where I do smoke a little bit to help me go to sleep. Okay. It does help with my anxiety. I use it for stuff like that. Like, I don't. In the beginning, it was like, oh, I do it for social purposes, but I personally did not like how it felt. Sorry, Ma. Don't kill me after this.
No. This is a free space.
I tried it. Safe. I was like, wow, this is scary. I feel too loopy. Like, even when, like, after drinking, it was too much.
Okay.
But for that one, like, now up until this point, like, I do have an electronic like pen where I get a cartridge. So, like, if I do want to partake, it's to help me go to sleep.
Just don't go to Russia.
No, Russia.
Don't carry it to Russia.
No, I watch too much Stranger Things. I watch too much Stranger Things. The Russians, they don't bang with us. Like,
because poor Brittany Griner is still not home.
No, like on some real stuff. Like, I have not had even my cartridge in like a long time because now I'm like super active.
Okay.
So I do think. Oh.
Okay. So we go.
Oh, sorry.
We got you.
Dang. So I kind of just like in a sense of like, like if you're not being super active, but you don't have anything to like help you in that mindset, like you're gonna like go over towards the ganja.
Okay,
but
we're
then
gonna
also
move to the
like,
next topic.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys, and we appreciate your honesty. Thank you for being so transparent.
I'm sorry, Mom.
So we're gonna go to the next topic of teen pregnancy. London, we're gonna start with the younger ones. Start with the younger kids.
You over here mumbling and shit. Don't worry about it.
Come on.
Oh, damn. We're not going to do that.
No. It's just questions. Not
question.
Are you pregnant as a teen, but
no.
Pregnancy.
Teen pregnancy.
So I want to start with the teenagers first and then move into the 20-year-olds. Yeah, so we're going to start on this end. Kayla. And
we start with Kayla.
Do
you know anybody who's pregnant?
As a teenager.
Better yet, do you know anybody who is sexually active?
Yes to both.
No, you're grown. Stop it. So yes to both. So when I say like your age and younger, people are sexually active. Mm-hmm. Okay, you know what I mean, because I'm an understanding parent. Because I understand. The pregnant is this a person your age and younger, or is this somebody older?
They're my age.
And they're actively pregnant.
One is pregnant. She actually left school for the rest of the year because she went to have her baby, and the other one is actually sexually active.
So when you caught wind of the news that a 15-year-old was pregnant, your first immediate thought?
Why was she so calm about it? Like, I'd be freaking out. She was just like so calm and nonchalant about it, and I was a little scared because if I got pregnant at this age. Don't
whoa!
Like
Smoking the city.
Like that.
Look at
Don't look at me like that.
Tone.
I'm good.
Okay.
We had these conversations.
You giving her the cone eyes.
Because Tim back there smiling and shit, but if Logan came back and said that shit to him, that nigga, look at Marcia's face. It says it all.
She said, what? We finna find out.
So I'd be like a little more scared, but she was very calm about it. She was actually seemed a little happy about it, but I was really surprised.
So your idea on a teen mother, you think that teens are equipped, or?
I wouldn't say teens are like. I don't think teens should like really be mothers because they're still kids themselves and their bodies are still developing, their minds are still developing. So like having a child when you're still a child can be like very stressful, and also children can kind of like mess up your plan that you had maybe after high school. That came out really wrong, I realize.
So whose baby is it when you have a baby at 14? Is it my baby or is it your baby? My baby as your mama, or is it your baby?
A little confused on that question.
Y'all ain't having no fucking baby at fucking. I'm sorry. Woo! I'm sorry. Fuck out of here.
Okay.
That's my future lawyer. So don't. So.
Tone.
Kayla is my future lawyer. Y'all don't understand the arguments we be having in the house.
Tone.
And she would look at me and would call me on my bullshit and will argue me the fuck down. She's a little nervous because she's in front of everybody.
She's doing her thing.
She's doing her thing right now. I'm
business.
proud of her. But on the same token, she argues and articulates her fucking argues with me, and I'd be like,
guys are wrong.
I can't argue, you know what I mean? So I get
You're wrong. You don't want to see that you're wrong sometimes. Sorry.
I appreciate you, Angel.
Okay.
You're my angel. You know this, right?
Love
Forever.
you.
Moving forward, you're angel.
Can we move forward? Because
Logan.
get back to you, boy. You last. Since you the boy, you last. Logan.
Teen pregnancy.
I just graduated from middle school.
Mm-hmm.
I have stories for days of people that were sexually active in the school, not going out on the weekends, but in school. You have stories.
Wait.
Wait a minute.
You will hear.
I know that, but shut up.
You will hear stories. You can hear stories all day long. You'll hear about how the girls be giving they be receiving head in the back of the dressing rooms in the school attic, kissing, making out.
What do you?
Just saying.
Get him.
I'm just saying. You'll hear stories about them actually. You'll hear stories about people actually losing their virginity inside of the school, in the staircase, people giving head and all of that. You'll hear stories. Mind you, this is middle school. I'm talking from 6th to 8th, not just 7th or 8th, but 6th grade too. You just got to middle school and you already sexually active. You're like 6.
Okay, let's be clear. Giving head is a grown act. Listen.
Dropped it on us though.
And for her to know the terminology.
She was like in the staircase, in the back staircase, they giving head.
So listen, Marcia, can I ask her, frankly, I want to ask her if she knows what that means. Can I ask her that? Do you know what that means?
What, giving head?
Yeah.
It's oral sex.
You can say yes or no. Is it sucking dick?
Yeah.
No. That's what's up.
Thank you.
But I got to ask because I didn't shelter mine either. What? Yes, Batman.
See, we're not talking about us right now because we just had that conversation with Trump. We was doing that shit. See?
He got a 20-year-old.
I got a 22-year-old.
I'm going on record. I've never given nor received. Never.
You never sucked dick, period?
I mean, in school.
Not in school. I'm sorry. Look. Yo, Brit face was like, oh, God. Ew. Okay, so I'm just saying, you know what the irony is?
And I still don't, sis. Never have.
So here was, unfortunately, I'm sorry for you lovely ladies, but there is a double standard because these young men, and that's why, hold on, with my 15-year-old.
Yes.
I give it to her real because at that age, when I was thinking, I would tell you anything just so I can get some. You know what I mean? And back in those days, it wasn't about just fucking. You can get your dick sucked. But if I fingered you, oh, shit. I was on the, yeah, I was all in, oh, shit, okay.
We got some
young
yes,
blood in here. Oh, shit. Okay.
Yes.
So, but I'm saying, but it was a different time when we was younger. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, for us guys, and I'm sorry for you ladies, it's that double standard. You know what I mean? And it was okay for some guys. So, with that being said, since I have a son, I cannot be partial. And this is fucked up because it's kind of hypocritical to me.
But say
because
it.
I did some sucker shit. And I was doing shit. I was telling y'all anything I needed to do. I just wanted to give a dick wet. I just wanted to feel some pussy. You know what I mean? I didn't care. But I have a son. And I have a daughter. And they are all the same age. So I have to be fair. You know what I mean? I have to be fair. And unfortunately, I had to look at my son and be like, yo, that's not cool. Because that can't be cool for her. And this little arguing little cusp right here was like, well, if he can get away with it, why can't I? No, he can't get away with it. You know what I mean? It's not fair. You know what I mean? Now, the unspoken rule is like, wink, 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 wink. But, nah, it's not right. It's not right. Look, she biting at the bit to argue with me. Oh, God damn it. They trying to get me.
Come on, Deja.
Look, I'm going to hide behind. Save me.
Come on. No. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe.
You can't use that.
Nobody's safe. Come on, Day.
Come on, Deja.
Can we talk about the double standard between your daughters and your sons?
Yep. Pull it up. Pull it up.
Bring it up.
Why not?
Bring it up.
Hey, Trump. Flip this around so they can see them.
Yo. Thank you, Will. Don't do that. I'm not co-signing that. Yeah. Deja, I'm not co-signing that, baby. I'm not.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Sir?
There you go.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Sir? By the only double standard is
That's
this
fine. Yes.
Oh.
The difference is this.
Come on.
The discipline for a father to a son is way different. You might have to put hands on that little boy. The discipline between a father and a daughter, all he has to do is look at you. And you know. My father not going to look at me. What do we know?
No.
Uh-oh.
Facts.
Wait.
Facts.
He was right. You right. Absolutely. Okay, so boom. So say your 16-year-old daughter come home and tell you she's pregnant. Are you gonna look at her differently than you would look at your 16-year-old son?
Your 16-year-old daughter, you're going to be depressed. Because you're like, damn, my baby girl, they got some.
Deflowered.
At 12, I should have told you I'm going to rub it. I should have told you I'm just different.
But what's the difference though? Why did you have that conversation with both of your children?
You can't have a conversation with both because
Why not?
Say why not?
Why not? Because it's a difference.
No.
Look.
The point of the matter is safe sex.
I'm waiting for somebody to say that.
I can't teach my daughter how to be a woman. That's her mother's job.
Yep.
I can teach my son how to be a man. Okay.
Come on, white picket fence.
Picket fence.
Come on, white picket fence. White picket fence. Let's go.
Okay, first off,
Come on.
for all the younger folks here, is sex education still taught in school? Yes or no?
It's not?
No.
It was never taught the right way.
What they did in my school was something different. There was a program called Sneakers, and they basically put the people perceived as hoes into that program.
Oh, the teacher's decision. Whose decision was that? The teachers?
It was a step, and the only reason why I know this is because I was in this program, and I was literally like the most virgin person in the school, and I just got roped into this class before, and I walked into the room. I'm like, "Hi, we're going to talk about sex education." I forgot what this. It literally was the acronym Sneakers, but it was like sex education something and education something.
Yeah.
But like everyone in this program were all the hoes or they had a baby.
So when did you
before,
find out like y'all all was perceived hoes? Like, and what was the response?
It was literally like, why are we all here? Because the stuff they're talking about in this program that they pulled people out of class for was not in the normal health classes.
What?
Yeah. They would separate you and alienate them. But this was back in 2006, 2005, that time.
Okay.
But yeah, it wasn't a normal class. Okay. It was not something regularly talked about. Did you still have to have permission
for you to be in those classes from your parents?
Yes.
Okay.
So your parents signed off on that.
Go ahead, Marcia.
Marcia, then we're going to get to Batman.
Yep.
So I know for a fact that with Baltimore County Public Schools, I really don't like the way that they do it. Basically, what they'll do is, like how every semester they'll switch, classes and you'll, take different classes. So what they did was they broke down the PE class and split it with health. And what they did was it was only like a few weeks of what they would consider sex education. But basically what they were teaching them was the reproductive system. So no, they're not getting the information that they need as far as practicing safe sex, the pros and the cons of having sex. They
STIs,
never taught that.
STIs.
Basically it was more so the reproductive system, how a penis works, how a vagina works, but not putting them together as to this is what's going to happen if you do this.
So it still was by the permission of you, though, correct?
Right. So they did have to get permission from the parent, and I did sign off on it, but it was like when we discussed when she came home what she learned, it was crazy because it was like, this isn't what I thought they were going to teach you. Right. Although Logan knows that anything she needs to know, she can ask me. She can ask her father. She has, 4 brothers and sisters that are all older than her. Like all of our other kids are grown except her. Okay. She can ask, them anything. But I didn't like the fact that you're splitting this per semester and she's only getting maybe, you'll discuss this for maybe 2 weeks. Okay. So, no, the schools are not preparing these kids for what they need to know.
So, are we looking for them still? Because how old are you?
Me?
You in your 40s?
43.
Okay, so we're the same. We're in the same age group, right? So that's corny. So, Marcia, because we're in the same age group, our sex education was very different. Totally. We had videos, we had literature, we had this, we had that. And I'm asking, do you prefer them to have that for Logan, or do you prefer to take the helm and bring that to your home and teach her your way?
Because I know what they were teaching and I wasn't satisfied with it, I would rather teach her myself.
Okay. Yes, PJ.
I would rather do it myself.
We get to you, baby. We gonna get to you. Hold on.
Come on, PJ. Tell me what's on your mind, brother.
But no,
make our way around the room.
Something simple. I'm 36, and when I took sex education, my 7th grade year, middle school.
Last year.
Damn it.
If I did, I passed very well. But no, it's what she said though. What we was taught was the reproductive system. That was it. Wasn't no consequences, pros or cons, none of that stuff. We didn't get taught that. So I'm trying to figure out when the years have changed, the curriculum has changed.
Right.
And as parents, are we even relying on them anymore?
PJ. I agree with that.
I see my kids as kids. Those are my kids. Those are my kids.
And let's be clear.
I talk. He's right here. Fuck if they not. That's a fucking kid. That's a fucking kid. That's a fucking kid. It does.
Come on.
He was a grown white kid. It's not the same, dog. It's not the same.
Really? No, Trump. No. What difference does that make about whether you have a kid or not?
We got a comment right here, sir. What's your name?
Everett.
Sir? Everett?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
So, I come from the deep South, like Louisiana, where everybody is like highly religious. And back when I was in school, they would ask people's permission if they wanted to have like their children in sex ed class. And if the whole thing was literally every parent said no. And a lot of people, they are like super, super conservative. So like sex is considered taboo. If you talk about sex, it's a problem. But if you want to go buy a gun down the street at 12, it's no problem.
Facts.
So my dad, he came up to me and we had the talk. But his talk was, don't get no girl pregnant. And then that was it. I'm like, how do I get them pregnant? Like, I don't even know where to begin here. Like, so my sex education came from school. Like, you learn all these things secondhand. And I'm 36, so, like, it wasn't, yeah.
He's 36?
So let me ask the parents in the room. Does any parent in here or future parent feel like if you let a school teach your kids about sex, or if you open up that avenue, that the kids will think that it's a permission to have sex?
No.
No?
Because I have a son, and when it's time to teach him, I'm going to tell him everything so he knows what not to do.
Okay.
Because ignorance is what's going to breed. So
I like that.
Where the fuck?
Yes.
Where did Lulu go?
Come on, Lulu. Bathroom. Yes, PJ.
Lulu.
Just because you have more exposure does not make you older, or we can't look at you as a kid no more. Times have changed, like you said.
And I look at you as a kid.
What?
I love you, Trump. Facts. Tell us about it.
But that's a good. Like, we was still doing it. We wasn't doing it in the way like, yeah, you couldn't go on X videos when you was a kid. You had to dig in your father drawer and find the videos, the like Big Booty Volume 8. Like, but like, yeah, they're kids, but like people have like you gotta accept like, bruh, like 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds are kids. Kids fuck. Like, that's like, we were kids. We was 16, we was 17, and we was fucking. Like, that's a part, like, it happens. Like, and people too scared to just admit that that's a part of, like, when you get to that age, like, it happens. And they got to have the conversations about, like, just, like, everyone's scared. Like, they don't like to see their children in that light. Like, that's your baby. That's your, like, and so it is difficult for people to do that. And so, but at the same time, like, you got, like, remember, like, when you was 16, 17, you was out here. Like, you was out here. Was you not out here? You was out here. Like, you was out here. When I was 17, I was out here. Like, when people. But everybody. But I'm saying that's a part of, like.
They don't got kids.
You don't have kids.
Oh no, I disagree. They are kids, but I'm just saying that kids.
You ain't saying that, BY.
I see you, Essence. Hold on, baby. I see you. Batman, I got you. So. I have to say this before I get to Essence and Batman. It's easy to say when you don't have kids. Do you have kids?
I don't.
You don't have kids? So your perception and your views will change once you have children. You know what I mean? Essence, what's on your mind?
Do you believe that? Hold on. Do you believe that?
I don't. Like, I mean, we was dealing with this. Like, this is a conversation I had with my aunt and uncle, because my little cousin, like, she was like, out here when she was in high school, and they were like over. I don't know how to say, like the way that they handled it wasn't well. Like the way that it's natural. Like as like when kids get to that age, it's gonna happen. Like all you can do is try to teach them to be responsible and handle it the best way. But it's gonna happen. Like if that's what they want to do, they're gonna.
So how do you feel about them saying that when you get kids, it's gonna change? Do you buy into that?
I don't.
I didn't think you bought into it.
I don't.
Okay, I didn't think you bought into it. Come on, Essence.
I will honestly have to say that I helped raise my siblings. My mother worked just like Kiki, late night into the mornings. So elementary school, as soon as I got off the bus, my sister and I had the whole ass because my mother's ride was waiting to take them to work. I was the second mom. When I look at growing up and raising my siblings to the generation now, again, I'd already applauded Marcia and Tree Stacks
right.
for a job well done on Logan, because the generation now, let me tell you, I had a young lady when I was driving before I did special needs, elementary school. She couldn't be no more than 8. She was talking to me like I was one of her best friends in the world. And what she talked about was how she has a boyfriend. I was like, what do you know about a boyfriend? I mean, we go to school together and, I want to go on a date. Young man, young lady, I need you to focus on those books. Because your little friend that happens to be a boy can't do anything for you but maybe share his answer on his homework. The same thing y'all learning, that's it. That's the only thing he can share with you. I was like, you need to stay focused. And it's like as time went on, this is back in 2015. Here we are in 2022. OMG. I have nieces. 5 and 4. I don't have any children that I birthed of my own, but every child that I've come in contact with, that I encountered, those are my babies, including my students, because I've had a lot of them from elementary to middle and high. They see me, they see Miss E, they know what time it is. So when I look at it, I can honestly say, like, I get what PJ was saying. Yes, they're still kids, regardless, because they are under the tutelage of their parents. But shit is different. They have access. They're coming out the womb, unlocking their parents' phones.
Facts.
And going to YouTube Kids, Disney Plus, TikTok. My niece, my 4-year-old niece, woke up one morning and said, Auntie, look, I can hear music playing. And I was like, damn, that sounds familiar. Whole time she's on TikTok. How did you get there? She managed to unlock my phone.
Yes, we do.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
That's the other part that I have an issue with.
Batman, we got you. I see you.
My youngest sister, because I'm the oldest on both my mother and father side, only child between the two of them. But my youngest sister on my father's side, she just turned 21 this year. I was livid when I found out at the age of 9 she had a freaking Facebook page. I went off on my father about that. Now, my only issue that really, really just till the day still sticks as to why she's the way she is, my father said that's her mother's doing. I said, but you are her father. Where is your backbone? Where is your stance on this as a father? Because let that had been me at 9, you would have slapped the taste out of my damn mouth, cussed my mother to the high heavens. So why can't you have that same stance on your wife? That's the issue that I have. But again, I say this to say, I commend you young folks up here, the parents that have never shielded your children from the bullshit that is out here, because these school systems are teaching them cookie cutter bullshit. When it came to sex education, we got permission slips. Take home, have your parents sign, come back. We get a sheet where we have to identify the reproductive systems from male to female. I didn't know what a vas deferens was, but I was like, that's in a man? Okay, well, whatever, right, whatever. But when it came to talking about the real shit that they need to learn about, like the STDs and all that, that segment of health education was like a 10-minute video, and that was that. Yeah. So I commend you parents for being the extending version of sex education and teaching your kids what they need to know out here, because shit is real. Shit is real. That's all I have.
Thank you. Come on, Batman. Batman. This way. There you go.
One of the things that I wanted to say is that I believe that Mr. Coleman is a fully grown adult man. Look, I'm saying it's funny, but it's not funny. Pause. Adult man. Number two, I wanted to ask the sister that did the sneaker program.
Yes.
Did she feel that colorism may have had a part in them choosing you? Yes.
Sneakers.
You said that one of the reasons why you may have felt that they chose you guys was because you guys were perceived hoes.
No. No. Wow. That's even more insulting. Let me ask you, what's your name, sweetheart? Rekoy.
Rekoy?
What did you learn from sneakers, if anything? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yep. Yep. I can see. Can you be it? So look, speaking of middle school hoes, right? Is that a negative? Or because hoe is relative. Let's be clear. Like what people think is a hoe, everybody doesn't agree on what a hoe is. So no, and I caught that. So
Damn it, man. Damn it. So,
it does.
facts. Look, I gotta respect that. Respect that. Thank you. Okay. All right. So moving forward,
very,
because
very
I want to
touchy.
say one last thing.
Okay, Batman.
Touchy and okay, go ahead, Batman.
Is that being a father of girls
Mhm.
and a grandfather, I believe that these are kids,
I will.
and because we black,
Yeah.
so we are exposed to things that some other cultures are not exposed to. We do it to ourselves, right? But just because they have facts, just
Oh,
so just because they have an understanding based on what they are exposed to, they still do not have certain levels of experience when it comes to their reasoning capacity. And that goes on like through your 20s. You know, we have some 20s and early 30 years old who still needs input on how they reason out situations in their life. So it's one thing to know and to be able to talk it, but they still have to mature in their reasoning ability to make choices.
Thank you, Batman. I got T Mac over here. Oh shit!
My oldest child is 31, and still
Looks
I help
amazing
him
for 50.
things. So, but I have my daughter is 27, and my youngest daughter will be 20. But I would like to say when we was young,
yeah,
I think kind of the difference is, there was today, I think kids are a little bit more coddled, because when I was in 12th grade, my parents said, check this out. What you doing? Because if you ain't going to college, you getting out. I ain't had time to play around and
figure shit out
and see if I wanted to and do the two. No, dealy dee, no. No, my parents was like, oh, so I was way more mature. I was a young mom, but I was way more mature. I was on my own in school, and I had a baby. My mother was like, oh, that's your kid. Mm-hmm. Don't think I'm babysitting, because I'm not.
Huh.
Yep.
That's why I ain't had kids until I was almost 30 years old.
I was 16.
I was way more. My parents had us working. Me and my brother was doing drywall and shit at 13 years old. We was working. We was equipped to be young adults at the time. By the time we graduated, we didn't depend on our parents.
Can I ask you something, Kima? Mm-hmm. But is that a generation thing? Because generations are different now. And back
that's what
when
I'm saying.
We were
it's
young,
way more. And I'm a parent who probably coddles my kids way more than my parents ever.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that.
Well, no. Let me say this. To a certain extent, right? But like I said, I have older kids. I would never put my 20-year-old out here and say, make it do what it do. Because number one, you can't afford it. You can't afford it. When I had my first apartment, I only had to make $12,000 a year. That's how long ago that was. That's non-existent today. So, nah. But yeah, to a certain extent, I do give them more passes than I got. I understand life is a little bit harder. But if you throw someone out there, they're either going to sink or they're going to swim. And at some point, you got to sink or swim. And I like to say to this baby girl right here.
Oh, Logan?
Yeah.
And Marcia and Tim?
She going to be ready.
Yo, and she's gonna be ready. You know why? I credit that to her parents.
She gonna be ready.
Her daddy, that's my pastor, but he alright. But that mama Marcia, they're not built like that no more. You know what I mean? Okay, moving forward. Okay, yeah. No, we're not ending. We can move forward because I got another question for y'all.
A lot of these disparities between men and women in black culture came from white people. A lot of that before colonization, black people, there were many women in power. Women owned land. Women married other women. Women did a lot in their societies, and they were seen equal to and sometimes more than men.
Correct.
So a lot of that, when we were colonized, we were frowned upon. We were treated like we were filthy because of Christianity, white fragility, and ignorance. So it annoys me when I hear like a lot of black people and talking about how their daughters are a lot of times treated worse than their male sons. And it all goes back to that ignorant white mentality.
But how do you feel about us cultivating that. We treat our daughters worse. Like we still do, even though we identify that it's worse. We still do it.
Women, I'll be honest. Women are way stronger than men in a lot of ways.
Love him.
So women deal with more pain. Women deal with a lot, and they strive and they grow. A lot of men get with a strong woman for the fact of that they're not strong themselves.
He said he's not sure about that. Come on, Trump.
That's because you've been dealing with white people for too long.
I agree with you in some cases. That's true. Not in all cases.
No, it's not in all cases.
However, not in all cases.
Yes, not in all cases, but it is common. Yeah, nothing is absolute, just like he said.
Thank you. I like that word, absolute.
Okay.
So because you said that, we're going to swing it around because
we're going in a
you
different
guys were
direction.
not present during. This is part 2 for those. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank all of you guys for coming.
This is
okay.
This is part 2.
So
because
thank you because we need your. I'm sorry.
No.
Your fresh views.
We had part 1 of this where we had the younger kids. So we're gonna bring this heat and look. If you offended, put that shit in your pocket and sit on it.
Put it on. Just hold it.
This is the shit. This is the baby.
Oh, no, we're not going there. We're not going there. We're going to go somewhere else.
This is the stuff right here that we hear every day that is forced or that we're running away from. So a lot of these questions that were presented for the children, we still presented it for them, but they probably answered it. But I want them to hear the older people. I want them to hear your ideas and your answers on these, right?
We got these answers from the younger generation. When I say younger, we're talking about 15 in that age.
Yep.
We want it from a different perspective.
You're going to the millennials now.
So
here we go.
We're going to jump out here with the alphabets.
The alphabets. Let's talk about the alphabets. Oh, yeah, we woke up real fucking fast when I said the alphabets. So I'm going to talk about the alphabet people.
Nothing
else.
else.
We're going to talk about the alphabet people, and we want a better understanding. Because look, bring your head back up. Come on. I can't say that.
No.
I can't say that.
I'm gonna say LJ. Nothing that we say, and I'm gonna single you out because I know you through my daughter. Nothing that we say is meant to offend or to oppress. However, the fact that you are here and because she said, listen, the fact that you're here and she told me your personality, baby, attack this shit like it's supposed to be attacked.
Oh, really? Don't. No, look.
Not really.
I'm going to say that, LJ, you are not the token. Like, you are who you are. Like, don't even do that. You're not the token.
Okay, come on, Tone.
He's not the token. You're not the token. You are who you are, and how you feel is not problematic.
So I don't want nobody to take offense because Tone has a fucked up mouth, and I say some shit that's a little raw sometimes. You know what I mean? Help. What? Say that? Toxic. Nah, that's not toxic masculinity. That's just fucking. That's fucking Tone being Tone. Don't we can have a whole conversation about that. So when we talk about, because I y'all keep adding letters and I don't have patience for it. So I'm just gonna say the alphabet people. It's a plus. Okay, it's just plus. I say the alphabet people. Okay. What is it like being a gay man, and what are your struggles that you go through?
So for me, I'm mixed. So my dad's black, my mom's white.
I didn't say color. I said gay man.
So like it comes into it. So like, yeah, like growing up, going to school, I wasn't accepted by the white kids because I was too black, but I wasn't accepted by the black kids because I was too white. But then on top of that, he a femme nigga. So it's just like, all right, there's something. He's already weird, so there's more to it where he's like, there's a little bit more weirdness to him. So, like, it was more of like the whole thing, like, you never fit in. Until you get older and you're more comfortable with yourself, you never fit in, so you always struggling when it comes to it. Like, you got to be fighting all the time. You got to fight the white kids, you got to fight the black kids, and then on top of that, you still gay, so they think you soft for that. And it's just like, okay. You gotta
so how old are you?
I'm 28.
Okay, you got to think about that. Wait.
And I'm asking you that. I'm asking you because I'm going to tell you something. I'm in my 40s, right? And growing up in my teens and in my 20s, the males didn't. We knew they was gay, but they didn't admit it. They kind of sat on it. Did you ever suppress that?
Yeah, like I mean, fuck out of here, fuck out of here. So like, fuck out of here. So for me personally, I didn't come out until college, but like my mom was like, boy,
I already knew.
My mom was like, boy, like it was already known, but like it wasn't like an issue when it came to my mom. So yeah, I mean, like,
you suppressed that out of having to, or because you honestly thought that everybody thought you was heterosexual?
Oh no, like I had girls, trust that. But like,
I got another question for that. That's a whole nother question. We're gonna get to that.
So
I
like,
got another question for that.
When I was growing up, I grew up in the church, so it's just like, oh, that gay shit, they monsters, they demon, you going to hell. And I was like, I don't want to go to hell. But it's so like I suppressed it because like I ain't want no smoke for nobody, especially if I'm in church. I don't want to be fighting. Yeah, right. And so, like, yeah, I suppressed it for a while because, like, I wasn't growing up. I didn't know what it was. Like, it wasn't broadcast how it is on TV now. It's not as, like, out there as it was now. Because I was, like, growing up, I'm like, yo, what the fuck am I? Like, whatever. But now it's like, okay, yeah. So now, like, yeah, like, now I'm 28. I'm more comfortable. Like, I got a little cousin growing up and shit like that. And so he know who, like, Lil Nas X is. He know all the shit. I'm like, all right, it's time to have, like, the birds and bees with you. I was like, so what are you doing? Who do you like? And he's like, oh, I like girls. I'm not like you. And I was like, okay.
Damn.
Right. Oh, no, my little cousin is flaming the shit out of me. And so, like, for me, because I'm going to school for medical, I was like, his mom had a stroke. His dad not in his life. So I was like, we going to have the birds and the bees. So I'm, like, showing him, like, pictures of, like, chlamydia, gonorrhea, herpes, and all this other shit where it's just like, yeah, you don't want to see this and you don't want to get it. So make sure you wear these condoms that I'm giving you. Because he's 17. He's going to do what you do. He driving. So it's kind of like, I'm growing up. I'm trying to learn as I go on. But then also I got somebody who, he looking up to me. And I'm like trying to teach him things that his mom had to talk with me about, but not with him.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Because this question was one question that we had before. Like, being as though you're 28, we're not. We're 40. Like, are there some? He's 50.
Whoa! I'm not 50 yet, nigga. I'm not 50. I'm not 50.
Come on now, come through, sis. So, are there things that you think that we don't understand about your community, or that you think that we're pig-headed and just need to grow the fuck up about when it comes to your community?
So, when it comes to, for me growing up, I was learning like, shorty's getting mad at us because your niggas coming at us because they suppressing what they want. They ain't got nothing to do with me. You being DL, your nigga being DL is his business. Ain't got shit to do with me. So I'm not supposed to know he married with kids and shit like that. Like, and then the females get mad at us, and then we become faggots, we become monsters. Oh, you niggas got AIDS, da 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 da. But it's like your man came to like us and pass that shit on to you, and now you got it, and you treating me how way? Like, sweetie, you burning. Don't do that.
Oh no. So, cause you didn't answer my question. You didn't answer my question. As far as I'm gonna get around there. As far as the adults, like the grown-ups who don't really understand Pride Month. Like, why the fuck y'all got a whole month? Like, that's not me.
So can I jump in on that?
Yeah, come on.
Because I feel some type of fucking way. Because we only get 28 motherfucking days because we black, and you niggas get a whole fucking 30 days of the month of June. I'm not understanding. Yo, and so my problem is it came out of nowhere. It came out of nowhere, and y'all just took the stage. And I feel like, for me personally, I feel like gay rights are superseding human rights or black rights.
That mentality is a problem, though.
Why is that a problem?
I want to know.
Like, LJ is a black gay man. Like, black,
he is.
Black,
so
black
he has struggles on both sides.
Yeah, but I'm saying like there are like black gay people, and like so it's like people like black people being upset about gay people. It's like you like they're like you like I'm right next to like me being upset about Pride Month. When like he's black and gay, like he has a double struggle. Like I got like we have the same struggle in February, and then he has a separate struggle in June. Like
so, when did that struggle supersede the original struggle?
But it doesn't.
It does. It did though. It did though.
White people.
It did though.
White people get priority for everything.
We're not talking about we talking about us because we're people of color.
I mean, but between in the black community, homophobia is a problem. Like it's a serious problem. Like that's what I wanted to like. I have a nephew. Like growing up, like he's been like he likes to experiment different things. Like he's tried every kind of sport. He done played football, basketball, soccer. It was one point where he was doing he tried gymnastics. And so he has an older sister. So growing up, he wanted to, and it's like I could see that in him because I was the youngest. I had an older brother, and like whatever he wanted to do, I wanted to do. And so he had an older sister. All the toys and stuff that she played with, they're all girl toys. She's a girl, and so he's just like, all right, well, you playing with dolls, then we playing with dolls because I want to hang out with my sister. And there was a whole thing with my uncles, my like about like they were concerned that he might be gay. Like, and this whole like trying to steer him away from being gay, as opposed to just allowing him to be himself, whatever it is. Like that, like that's a
interject
real
something.
thing. Go ahead.
I want to interject something. So I realized I have two nieces, and my deceased sisters, may they rest their beautiful souls in heaven. I have two nieces from those sisters that are gay, right? And my whole thing was I didn't concern myself so much about their sexuality, but that people will hurt them because of it. And I want you to understand that, number one. Number two, who you're fucking got nothing to do with nothing. I'm talking to him. And I feel like when people do a precursor, I'm a trans man, I'm a gay man, I think to me is supposed to be some vehicle into you having special treatment because I want to love you and respect you as a person, not your sexuality. And that's the problem that I have as a 40-year-old woman. It's not that you are part of a community, because I feel like if you have a partner, if you're loving him and he's your husband, you should get insurance for him. I believe in that, but I feel like there is a abuse of your sexuality that's going on now that I'm trying to find a feel with, and I can't.
I don't think so. I feel like me myself, like growing up, like
are you gay?
No, I'm not.
No, I'm just asking. No,
you gotta ask on the show.
I gotta
No, I'm not. But
so moving forward, this is real talk uncensored.
There was a time in my life.
Fine, though. I'm not gonna hold you.
Look, I got a pedicure. My toenails are painted lavender right now. Like
you are fine. I'm not gonna hold.
I'm straight. But there was a time in my life where someone like being like, "Oh, you gay?" Like that would have offended me. Because as black men, we are raised homophobic. Like that's something I had to unlearn when I got to college.
So
like me and LJ would not have been friends when I was in high school. Like I would not have been hanging out with LJ.
Why did you feel offended if somebody asked you if you were gay?
No, I said I would. When I was growing up, I'm saying we were. Yes, that's how we're raised. Like that's in middle school, high school. That was an insult. Like, oh, this gay ass nigga. Like that's an insult. Like and then like it's.
In the black community, if you're not like macho, you look down on, and it's just like, and again, that's why I said earlier. Yeah, I'm gay, but if you want to scrap, let's go.
So real rap.
I love him.
I've come across some gay men that will beat the dog shit out of you because here's the problem. Here's the problem because you forget when you say gay, you think of feminine, but you left out the part of that's a man.
That's a man.
It's a man. And he will beat your ass.
Come on.
So I have something to say, kind of based on your.
Because we got so many fake, hard, straight dudes that are homosexual would beat their ass, and that's just what it is. I mean, you know.
So okay, so part of your comment earlier about your how you were saying people, how you feel like it's more, it's like a bigger mission, a bigger agenda, things like
Mine
that.
or his?
His. Okay. About about whole Pride Month and Black History Month. So think about it this way: because of social media, everything like that, there are the same number of gay people now that there were back when you were growing up, back in your time. It's just the times were different, and that it was so much like taboo, death, like a lot of things going on. But you got to remember, those people grew up. They're people in power. They're the people in the fucking Congress. They're the people who are all those gay people who are on the DL came out now. They're people in power, and they did what they needed to do to get things for themselves. But not just that. You have your black gay community, but you also have who's in power. White men on top of that, white gay men. So
there's a lot of them niggas.
Right, white gay men. So that's what I'm saying. It's not you think that it's more, that it's some, they get this and that and the other. I said, no, them same motherfuckers were there before. They just grew up and they're the ones in power.
Come on. Yeah. So pause. So pause, because you just strengthened my point. And why you strengthen my point is because when you listen,
yes, that's what I'm saying. I was giving you the answer. Like, that's why.
So here's why. Because this is what you said. At my time, you were. Can I be frankly say DL? You want it down low, and now you hear, and you forcing your agenda down our throats.
But it's not forcing an agenda, though.
TJ.
It's not forcing an agenda.
Because this is.
He told me to sit back.
Because I'm an open person. See, I'm an open person. I want to learn.
Hey, y'all.
I want to learn.
TJ's like, wait a minute. I ain't saying shit all night.
So are you a gay man, TJ?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so come on, TJ, because you make good drinks, nigga. You make some magnificent drinks, nigga. Keep pouring my shit, TJ.
That's what I do. The best drinks in the gay clubs.
Hey,
but
you can make my drink. It's all right, though. I ain't gay, but you can make my drink.
Hey, anytime they gonna make you gay. But what I will say is, when it comes to our community as a whole and how we view us as gay people, especially black and gay people, like we said, we have a double struggle. We have January and we also have June that we have to deal with.
You mean February?
I'm sorry, y'all. February. I've been running around for the last 4 hours. I've been running around. But what our problem is that y'all feel like we're being forced on when we just are trying to exist. We've always tried to exist in spaces. Like you said, y'all, you're in your 40s, you're closer to your 50s. And y'all didn't have a time when y'all felt like
I got you.
everything was okay. You know what I mean? Y'all didn't.
No, stop, pause. Everybody pause.
Be respectful.
Be respectful.
So y'all had the older generation. Me, I am an elder millennial. I'm an 85 baby. And I still have older cousins and things like that will still say faggot, like you said 7 times earlier today. And I sat there and didn't say nothing. My eyes got big, but I ain't say nothing.
Yes.
And for the fact that you feel comfortable enough to say it because a pastor said it, is the lies in the problem that we have within the black community. Black men feel like alpha and betas. You got those two things going on, but all of a sudden then you want to throw the sissies in there too. You know, you want to just throw the sissies to the side because we don't project.
I never said they were sissies. Go ahead.
No, you didn't say anything about that. I'm just reverberating. But
I got a. Hey, TJ.
Look. Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. I know exactly what I poured in them cups. But what I will say is, when it really comes down to it, that's where the problem lies within our community. It is the alpha, the beta, the toxic masculinity, the subverting, the subvert.
Come on.
Thank you. Subservient behaviors that we have been taught by the church, by our lineages, our grandparents. Remember, it was always pull your pants up, be a respectable person. Boys don't cry, man up. Do this, do that. None of those things, honestly, the only reason why those things don't really exist the way that they used to is because, like y'all said, y'all have new parents that are breaking the cycles. Now, we, as older people, had the same parents that had to deal with their grandparents and then had to deal with their grandparents. Right. Now, we're at a point now where, yes, we can talk about these different genres and different things and different spaces, and everybody can be included. What we need to do is break down these stereotypes that we have against each other and just allow people to exist. That's all. I mean, because I'm in the same room with you.
Okay,
I
don't give a so I got you. I see y'all. I'm gonna get y'all. I'm gonna get T-Mac and PJ. I'm gonna get y'all. I don't care about a gay man.
No, it's not a personal.
So I know a lot. Some of my friends are gay, and that doesn't bother me. I'm not.
Some of my friends aren't. Some of my friends are gay. I got gay best friends. It's just like a white person saying, I got black friends.
Okay, so can I get real? So let me get real. So let me get real for you, because if I say something against a gay individual, I'm canceled. I'm canceled. Yes, yes. Y'all don't want to admit it. Y'all don't want to admit it. Pause. I gave the man his floor. Let me have my floor.
But you can't call me out my name because I can call you a deadbeat. I can call you a nigga. I can call you all these extra things. But I'm not going to jail for calling you a nigga. You call me a fag, yes. You might go to, repercussions do come behind that. But you also know what those repercussions are. You decide to do it because you feel like you're better or in a higher position than we are.
I don't think I'm in a higher position than you. I'm just
it's like I said, it's not a personal thing. It's the black community as a whole. We are always the butt of every
Is it a black community?
Remember, just 10 years ago, if somebody was doing something that we call sus, oh, that's gay. Oh, you being a fag. You being this, you being that. You're homo. You do anything.
No homo.
Anything.
I can't look at my man and be like, yo, go ahead and eat that sausage, nigga.
See,
no homo.
Well, why would you be talking about it? That's homophobic.
It's not homophobic. Why am I being labeled homophobic?
Nah, even
no, it's pause. Yeah. So here's the problem. Here's the fucking problem. Because if I say that, I'm homophobic. But if you can crack a joke on a nigga and make nigga jokes, and it's okay to I didn't cut you off. I let you speak. Now let me speak. Shut the fuck up and let me speak.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Hold on. I let you speak.
This happens to us every day, Tone. This happens to us every day. See, now he mad. Because this is where it really lies. Because when we put y'all ass out there on Front Street.
That's the problem. You cut me the fuck off, and I didn't disrespect you.
And we're not.
There it is.
We're not in a disrespectful mode. This is not that. This is not that.
No, TJ,
it's not that.
Give him back the mic.
TJ, no.
Give him back the mic. So here's the problem. I let you speak. I didn't cut you off. I let you voice every opinion you had. But as soon as I go to speak, you want to cut me off and shut me down.
No.
That's disrespectful.
But
No.
do.
You're doing it again.
I'm sorry.
You're doing it again.
You're right.
That's disrespectful.
Okay, you got it.
You know what I mean? So I understand what you're coming from. But here's the problem. As soon as I say something, I'm a homophobe. I'm this, that, and third. I don't give a fuck. Whatever your gender or whatever your preference is, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That doesn't motherfucking make me sleep, shit, make my money. It doesn't do anything. I don't care. You know what I mean? Here's my thing. It's being forced. I feel like it's being forced down my throat right now. And I feel like, no, this is my opinion. I feel like it's being forced down my throat. Every time I turn around, it's okay. It's okay for you to force y'all objectives on me, but my objectives are being denied.
What are your objectives?
I'm a black man struggling in this motherfucking white world.
So am I.
Can I say something here?
See,
Let me. Hey, Tone. Go ahead. Because I may. It's cool. I think we need to agree to disagree sometime. Just because I don't have anything against the homosexual lifestyle. You love who you love. I don't care. But at the same time, don't expect me to agree with it. I have a right to not agree. That doesn't mean I don't like you or I hate you. It doesn't. So I'm supposed to love what you do? No, I don't hate what you. No. I don't hate your lifestyle, but I have a right to not agree with it. It's no. Hold up. See.
Hold on. Everybody.
This is what I'm saying.
Relax a little bit.
What I'm saying
Hold on.
is-
Let me say this, Trump. Let me say this. I want everybody to relax a little bit because none of this stuff is personal. And honestly, these questions was just meant for this conversation, for everyone to understand my point of views and how I feel, and I want to understand yours. That's all it's about. So that's I prefaced it with, we're not here to offend anyone. So if you offended, take a walk for a second because it's not personal.
Exactly.
I'm saying it to say I said it. Okay.
All I'm saying is that I don't have anything against your lifestyle or anything, and it is. But at the same time, that doesn't mean I have to agree with it. If you're fighting for rights and all that, that's cool. But if you're fighting to be liked, you're fighting a losing battle. It's not going to happen. That doesn't mean I hate you. I want you to die or something like that. No. It's just that in my belief, I am a human being. Before I'm black or anything, I'm an individual. That's number one. Even before I'm black, I'm an individual. Period. Okay? That's with everybody. Before your sexual preference or anything, you're an individual. That's number one. Well, you changing the narrative here, and I don't have. I can't fight with that.
Hold on. Hey, I need him to land the plane. Come on, land the plane.
What I'm saying is, do what you do. Love who you love. I love love. I don't care what effing form it is. That doesn't mean that me personally. If you ask me personally, I'm like, I don't agree with that. Does that mean I hate you? No. That's the thing. It feels like people like, you must agree, you better agree, or you're homophobe. No, I'm not homophobe.
We never said that.
No, but I'm telling you, that's how you're making it come across. I'm always going to disagree with that lifestyle because I don't agree with it. That doesn't mean I hate you.
I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to pass the mic, and I'm done. But what I honestly want to say is throughout the last, 3 minutes of transaction between us, what people have seemed to forgotten is that we all grew, anybody that is maybe on the queer spectrum in here in this room, grew up in a 2-parent or 1-parent household in a heterosexual household. We don't go around saying we hate straight people just because we don't agree or are doing something different from what you guys are doing. But what it comes back to us as is, like you said, just because I agree with it doesn't mean I have to like you. Then, and if we would... No. Well, like I said, if you're offended, then maybe you need to check something. But what I'm trying to say is, but what I'm saying is our lifestyle is not being forced on you. We're just existing. And at the end of the day, like you said, you have the chance to accept it or not. But you will respect us because we are here. And but we always respect
TJ.
Since the beginning of time, heteronormative relationships have always been respected. Y'all have gotten every right that y'all ever wanted. As soon as they said that people, that 2 same-sex people can love each other legally in this country, all of a sudden, it's a whole blow-up. No, I don't have to. Because I live in this skin every day. I have to deal with it. You know how many times
TJ, may I ask you a question? TJ, hold on. TJ, I like to ask this question only because I've always wanted to ask this, right? On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is it if I tell you I'm fucking toned?
It's not.
I'm asking. So no. But I want to tell you that because that's not a problem. So, but to me, we feel like if you preface that, I don't walk up saying I'm heterosexual. I'm not saying that you do, but I'm just trying to provide a layer of something so we can kind of understand each other. So what tone endures is that people come up and say, I'm fucking a man, I'm transsexual, I'm this and that, I'm transgender, I'm sorry, to achieve something. That's his experience.
Okay, so first off, let me come back because I had to gather myself. Thank you. I may have got a little upset because I'm high on respect. I was raised on respect. You know what I mean? I respected you as a man. I don't give a fuck if you're gay. I don't give a fuck if you're queer, whatever the fuck you identify as, that's your opinion. But I respect you as a man and let you speak your piece. And when I went to speak my piece, you kept disrespecting me as a man, and you kept cutting me off. That's disrespectful. So I want to take this as a teaching moment to teach you. If you want to be respected, you got to give the same respect in return. And when I sat here, I sat back and I let you speak your whole piece, and I never cut you off. But as soon as I got to talking and you disagreed with what I was saying, you wanted to cut me off and overtalk me. That, sir, is disrespectful. Okay, pause. I said faggot in a different type of setting. Yeah. I'm apologize to you if you feel offended that I said faggot. You know what I mean? Because that is the alternative of nigga. And I've learned I got tough skin in this world. The shit I've been through, you have no idea. So nigga and anything else you can throw at me, it just rolls off my back at this point. And I understand that faggot may make you feel uncomfortable, but I didn't say it to you in a derogatory way. I didn't come at you and look and be like, nigga, see, there you go again. There you go again. So when I'm coming at you and I look at you, I didn't look at me like, TJ, you a faggot. I didn't say that. I was just doing it another way. See, that's the problem. And today is comedy. You can't be comedians anymore and joke about shit because people get offended by what you said, and it's just jokes. So I'm on here, and my job is to be a jokester and I'm gonna create jokes. And you took offense to what I'm saying. No disrespect to you as a man. You're still a man. I don't give a fuck if you're a gay man. At the end of the day, you're still a man. That's your fucking opinion and your object. I don't have a problem with that.
As a gay man in America, I see straight shit all the time. That is the norm to you guys. Okay. That is your norm. And that's completely fine. So now that we have Lil Nas X on TV, you see Old Navy gay commercials, they try to sell some slippers or whatever the fuck. You see that and you're like, damn, I gotta see this shit every day. But I see y'all niggas kissing the girls every day. I see the girls doing whatever. That is what it is every day. But when I do it, it's now an issue. But the thing is, that's my
Now I respect that. Let him. Sit back.
But if I'm walking down the street, my nigga, you have an issue with it, you have to. So when you said for comedians, you can't say faggot. Have a white comedian up here and be like, you bunch of niggers. Like, it's a different thing. So see it from our point of view where, you know, you didn't know somebody in this room was gay, or you didn't know if they wanted to say, but you said
I like him. No, I like him. I got this. I like him.
Where at some point he was agreeing with you, or he stepped back and, like right now, when you were like, oh, I didn't call you a fact, he said, I agree with you. But you said, there you go again, cutting me off. He didn't take the opportunity to step back and listen to what he said. He wasn't attacking you. He was agreeing with you.
I was.
Yeah, but again, you're cutting me off, but he was agreeing with you in that moment.
Yes.
So in that moment when he was agreeing with me, that's fine. But when I sat back and I gave him the mic, and he had the mic, and I regardless of what he said, I may not agree with what he said, but I let him speak as a man and speak his piece, and I didn't cut him off. But as soon as I got to talking, I'm going to cut you off. I'm going to overtalk you because you don't agree with what I'm saying. I may not agree with what he's saying, but I respected him as a man to let him speak. So that was where the disconnect came and the disrespect came.
So let me ask you this. So how can we, on the playing field, because Trump said it earlier, sometimes we got to agree to disagree. How, in the perfect world, what advice would you give a person like Tone, who has it hard, and I'm bringing you up because this is the current situation. What advice? Because this platform, this forum, was for that, to help us kind of bridge the gap between indifference and difference. What advice would you give to him as a gay man?
So it's all about how you speak to someone, and when it comes across as, you're like, when you said that, I don't agree with it, but it is what it is.
My man,
it's just like, okay, well, if I was a white man, I was like, well, I don't agree with you being a nigga and you being married. Like, you have to see it from different point of view. A nigga and being married?
No, he's paralleling. He's making a parallel.
Like, you got to see it from different point of views where it's not an issue of I don't need it. It's not an issue of respect. It's just like, see it from my point of view. Like, when you was like faggot, like, I mean, my friends know, where my friends are, whatever.
London.
I'm your friend. But like, yo, like Gio and stuff, like, I don't have an issue. Like, I'm gay as shit, and they like, oh, fag. Yeah, but like, for me, it's different because my generation of gay, we grew up differently. Like, it's like black people saying nigga. We took the word back. We can say it.
I'm gonna help.
In the street and you call me a faggot, I'm connecting you with this shit. It may not be a battle I'm gonna win, but just know I got the faggot.
So is that fair to say? Is that fair to say with women? Because a woman can look up to another woman and be like, "What's up, bitch?" But if I look at you and call you a bitch, you feel some type. You feel some type of way. You feel some type of way. It's the same shit. I get it.
It's the same thing.
But it's certain conversations that shouldn't happen. Everybody.
Okay.
Based on what y'all just said, you said it's okay if he said whatever with those certain words. It seems like it's more just familiarity. If I know you and we're cool because you agree with what I got going on, it's okay to
But me and him, we're friends. So like we keep making the joke. We made the joke the entire weekend where, if somebody else was to catch him saying this shit and they ran up on him, it is what it is because he knew like, damn, I shouldn't be out here saying bad. But we are friends, and to me, it's completely fine. He was like, you a gay ass. That's fine with me. But that's within my circle group. That's within my friend group. If one of y'all walked up on me and was like, damn, you faggot ass nigga, who the fuck you walking up on saying that shit? Because like, how would you feel if a white person walked up to you and was like,
Hold on, Tom.
No.
So let me say this, and I'm gonna get to PJ, and I'm gonna get to what's your name?
Before we get into anything,
Tone.
Let me say this real quick. Say this real quick. TJ, no disrespect. Hey, TJ. I know you working, but no disrespect. We still, nigga, yeah.
So what I wanted to say, Tone.
So my thing is, my daughter has got on me. This is my 15-year-old right here. And when I went in the house and I dropped the F-bomb, she gets real offensive and we fight like cats and dogs in there. And she will fuck me up and let me know. And she judges me and she will not. She's like, Daddy, that's offensive. She will not. That Tone, that's offensive. You feel what I'm saying? So I get it. Maybe I said some things that was offensive to you guys today, and I apologize.
I like that.
You know what I mean? If I drop. Don't do that. I may have dropped some words that's offensive, but that's from my generation and my upbringing.
I was going to do
clearly
that.
clouded and wrong for doing so. You know what I mean? I love your articulated arguments because I can rap with you. I don't care if you're gay. Like TJ, I don't care if you're gay. Keep pouring my drinks, goddammit. Don't you skip my shit, dog.
Let me say this to you. I'm going to say this to you, LJ.
My man.
LJ. So, full transparency. I went to school. I went to Bladensburg in the 90s, right? And when I went to school, and this is my good best friend, good girlfriend, T-Mac, I'm going to say these things, but I'm not going to say it to be offensive. I'm going to say it to you because it's true. There was a dude named Faggy Craig, right? And they was all faggies to us. Like, and to me, they knew it. They knew it, and we said it, and it wasn't offensive, right? My daughter had to tell me, like, Mom, you can't say that. And I wasn't aware because that's not my life to understand that now that is an offensive word. And back then, Faggy Craig name was Faggy Craig. So I want to say to you that I learned from her. We're teaching him that those words are offensive. So it's not. I can't tell you what his intent is, but I can tell you what his intent is. His intent is not to offend. And for real, no, he got a lot of strikes. Number one, he's from fucking New York. That's it. Number two, he's 50. He's 50. Sorry. Number three. That water?
You know what I mean? But it doesn't matter where we at. It doesn't matter where we at or we doing. No.
We all motorcycle riders. Let's be clear. MC Clubs.
So my club is from Baltimore, but we were born and raised in New York. You know what I mean? And I came from a fucking era where it was fucked up to be who you are because I learned that from my mother. You know what I mean? I had some gay men that lived above us, and my mother was like, "Yo, these are doing too much," and so it was offensive because they would flood the toilet or the shower upstairs, and it would drip down in our apartment. And my mother was like, "Don't touch that water because that's water." You know what I mean? You don't know what's in it. So as a young man, this is what I'm hearing from my older generation, and they're teaching this in my head. You know what I mean? So when they come down there and they address them, we're not addressing them as men. So my stepdad was Jamaican, and they were batty. That makes sense now. They were batty. You a batty man. You a batty man. You know what I mean? So you a batty man, and it's a different vibe. So now I'm learning as I get older. that shit is offensive to y'all, and I can't say certain things. So this is something that's been programmed in me, and I'm going to say certain things, and it's going to take time. Just like we can't look at each other and call each other niggas because that shit is wrong, but it takes time to get it out our heads. I got a 15-year-old that's going to look at me and be like, "Dad, don't you say that shit."
So my job. So my job, honestly, is Tone is the rough and I'm the soft. I kind of provide an area for him to learn something new. So I will say that. Number two, I will say that this platform, when it was in conception, was because we wanted to bridge the gap and create a lane between what we don't understand and what you now understand. So this was a teaching moment for him. So I appreciate y'all. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. Okay.
Hey, can I? Let me just say one more thing, just to lighten the mood a little bit, everybody. Let's make.
Because I would as black men, that's how we're all raised. It still goes on.
Yes, it is.
Like, and we have to. Like, I had to unlearn that. Like, you know what I fuck with? The fact that you said 10 toes down with that nigga. You stood in there and was like, nah. I fuck with you for that purpose. I fuck with you. Come on, Steph. Come on.
All right. Hold on.
All I want to say is everybody love everybody. Let's keep comedy alive. We're gonna make fun of everybody.
Yep.
We're gonna have fun. Let's stop being a little less sensitive and a little more loving. Excuse me?
People are allowed to be sensitive. I'm sorry.
Like I was saying, let everybody let's. All I wanted to say was let's just love and respect whatever you are, whatever you love. Who cares, man? We all had a lot of love, a lot of love and a lot of loss in this world. Respect who you are. Let's laugh at each other, make fun of each other, but love each other at the same time. And look, let's be a little less sensitive. That's all I'm saying. Agree or not, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Just love each other. That's the end of the story.
I
because
agree.
we don't know what we've all been
other.
through. We don't know what we all been through. So let's love each other, respect that, because when we gone, it's over.
All right. So before I educate everyone, because I am the bookworm over here, my girl wanted to have
30
something
strong
to say,
minutes.
so I'm about to start on it.
We got 30 strong minutes.
So I just more so kind of have like a comment, just kind of circling back to the whole something feeling forced, and I can only speak on my experiences and what I know. I am not a black gay man, so I can't speak on that experience. But I can kind of mention just something like a parallel that I think about. Okay. So, with the whole, people talking about the gay agenda being forced and things like that, and then even with Gio's comment on how he had to unlearn that, after high school. He was only in high school maybe, 12 years ago, something like that. I've been on this earth 34 years. And do you know what was forced down my throat for the last 34 years? How dark-skinned women are ugly. How we are not, we're not worthy. We are less than compared to our fairer skinned counterparts, whether they are black, other races, or whatever. For 32, I would say 32 years, that was what was forced down my throat. But it didn't stop me from loving my, whoever my friends were or people, but that's what I saw in media every single day. I saw music videos every fucking day, or I've experienced from my friends, my brothers, my cousins every fucking day about how this type of woman was better than the dark-skinned girl. But what happened was, what I saw was like the Black Girl Magic movement. or like dark-skinned women and other just black women in general, whether they were light-skinned, dark-skinned, didn't matter, becoming in better positions of power to where they created these conversations, promoted how all black is beautiful, and it started changing the narrative. It started changing things in media. Now we see all shades being, beautiful and smart and strong, and that's what I see. But that's also what I saw from the LGBTQ community. These people started to get in these different positions of power, and they started to create these conversations, open these doors, these windows, and put themselves in the forefront to say, "Hey, I'm human too. I'm a good person too. I'm not a bad person. I'm not this, that, and the other." So for me, I see things in parallels, and for me, my experience, that is a parallel for me. That like the same, someone's struggle. There's people that have these struggles, and they do these things to try to like get people to understand. I just want to exist, and for me, I just wanted to exist in a different capacity, but like not be seen as like some utter trash. And I feel that way now. People's mindsets change, people change, and I feel like everyone has the capacity to change. So like eventually, his mindset and stuff will change too. But just like he had to unlearn some stuff, we all had to unlearn some stuff in our own way.
So is it safe to say that tall people, light-skinned people, fat people, because that's my plight. I never, like the big girl movement just started happening. I've been big since I've been here, and I've never been accepted. And it's hard for me now because everybody want a BBW. And to me, that wasn't my story. My story was, I will, sis. I will. Come on, Essence. My Rachel. My story was that big girls are just now being accepted. So that's my plight, and that's my parallel for that. Mm-hmm. So I do understand that, and I know that tall men or light-skinned men or one-legged men or bow-legged men, there's always going to be a plight. And I feel like when you understand that there's a plight existing, that you don't have room to hate another nigga for their plight. So I want to say that. You got something to say, Be Wise? I've been waiting, man. Come on, baby.
All right, so what I have to say.
What you say, Essence?
Yeah, we all been waiting. Yep.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. Because I was telling you to pass the microphone. But go ahead, PJ, and then Essence. That's okay. Come on, y'all. Chill. Yes, we are. Go ahead. See. Come on.
Well, what I was saying is the force, the agenda. First of all, that's relative. Because one person can see something on TV and they be like, okay, that's nothing. And the next person is being forced down their throat. I think the anger of people saying that it's being forced down their throat is directed at the wrong people. Like at the end of the day, y'all.
It ain't them.
You're not walking up to me every day saying, "Oh, I'm gay," or any gay person not walking up to me saying, "I'm gay." It's the people with big business that try to monetize.
It's the media. It's the media.
And people that are upset with Pride Month. I'm not upset at gay people for Pride Month. I'm upset at Target all of a sudden want to pick a month.
Look, BB&T Bank.
Instead of appreciate y'all all year round. You know what I'm saying?
You do.
Shit up front all year round.
You're pandering. They're pandering.
Yeah, they're pandering.
Correct.
And the anger, I'm not gonna be mad at somebody that's gay and say that you're trying to force shit down my throat. I'm gonna channel my anger where it's supposed to go.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So it just puzzles me that we do that type of thing. And I think us as society overall, we always look at the most extreme shit and think that that's the general thing.
We generalize everything.
Yes, that's correct.
That's transgender, and they are pushing their sexuality on people, or they're trying to use it as their advantage, and then we're trying to put that person on every single person that's transgender. And it's not like that. And it's like that in society, period. I think we need to start learning. We got to focus on ourselves and start learning where
I agree with that.
our anger to and make sure it's being directed at the right thing.
I agree with that.
Now,
Essence.
look.
Come on, Essence. And then the back.